My lord.
Of government the properties to unfold would seem in me to affect speech and discourse. Since I put to know that your own science exceeds by far all advice my strength can give you.
My lord.
The nature of our people, our city's institutions, and the terms of common justice, you are as pregnant in as art and practice hath enriched any that we remember. There is our commission, from which we would not have you walk. Call hither, I say. Bid come before us, Angelo. What figure of us think you he will bear? For you must know, we have with a special soul elected him our absence to supply, lent him our terror, dressed him with our love, and given his deputation all the organs of our own power. What think you of it?
If any in Vienna be of worth to undergo such ample grace and honour, it is Lord Angelo.
Look, where he comes.
Always obedient to your grace's will, I come to know your pleasure.
Angelo, there is a kind of character in thy life that to the observer doth thy history fully unfold. Heaven doth with us, as we with torches do, not like them for themselves. For if our virtues did not go forth of us, 'twere all alike, as if we had them not. But I do bend my speech to one that can my part in him advertise. Hold therefore, Angelo. In our remove, be thou at full ourself. Mortality and mercy in Vienna live in thy tongue and heart. Old Aeschylus, though first in question, is thy secondary. Take thy commission.
Now, good my lord, let there be some more test made of my metal, before so noble and so great a figure be stamped upon it.
No more evasion. We have with a leavened and prepared choice proceeded to you. Therefore take your honours. Our haste from hence is of so quick condition that it prefers itself and leaves unquestioned matters of needful value. We shall write to you, as time and our concerning shall importune, how it goes with us, and do look to know what doth befall you here. Fare you well. To the hopeful execution do I leave you of your commissions.
Yet give leave, my lord, that we may bring you something on the way.
My haste may not admit it. Nor need you, on mine honour, have to do with any scruple. Your scope is as mine own, so to enforce or qualify the laws as to your soul seems good. I'll privily away. I love the people, but do not like to stage me to their eyes. Though it do well, I do not relish well their loud applause and aves vehement. Nor do I think the man of safe discretion that does affect it. Once more, fare you well.
The heavens give safety to your purposes.
Lead forth and bring you back in happiness.
I thank you. Fare you well.
I shall desire you, sir, to give me leave to have free speech with you, and it concerns me to look into the bottom of my place. A power I have, but of what strength and nature I am not yet instructed.
'Tis so with me. Let us withdraw together, and we may soon our satisfaction have touching that point.
I'll wait upon your honour.
madam, how goes it in these lean times? Are you bereft of custom now that the Duke's deputy has put an embargo on fornication?
Well, you may laugh, but there's one arrested and carried to prison worth 5,000 of you.
Oh, and who's that, I pray thee?
Marry, sir, that's Claudio. Signor Claudio.
Claudio? To prison? 'Tis not so.
Nay, but I know it is so. I saw him arrested, I saw him carried away, and which is more, within these 3 days, his head to be chopped off.
But after all this fooling, I would not have it so. Art thou sure of this?
I am too sure of it, and it is for getting Madame Julietta with child.
I believe you, for he promised to meet me 2 hours since, and he was ever precise in promise-keeping.
Thus, what with the war, what with the sweat, what with the gallows, and what with poverty, I am custom shrunk. Look there! Here comes Signor Claudio, led by the provost to prison.
Oh.
Fellow, why dost thou show me thus to the world? Bear me to prison, where I am committed.
I do it not in evil disposition, but from Lord Angelo by special charge.
Why, how now, Claudio? Whence comes this restraint?
From too much liberty, my Lucio, liberty. As surfeit is the father of much fast, so every scope by the immoderate use turns to restraint. Our natures do pursue, like rats that raven down their proper bane, a thirsty evil, and when we drink, we die.
If I could speak so well under an arrest, I would send for certain of my creditors. And yet, to say the truth, I had as lief have the foppery of freedom as the morality of imprisonment. So what's thy offence, Claudio?
What but to speak of would offend again.
Oh, what, is't murder?
No.
Oh, lechery.
Call it so.
Away, sir, you must go.
One word, good friend. Lucio, a word with you?
100, if they'll do you any good. Is lechery so looked after?
Thus stands it with me. Upon a true contract, I got possession of Julietta's bed. You know the lady, well, she is fast my wife. Save that we do the denunciation lack of outward order. This we came not to. Only for propagation of a dower remaining in the coffer of her friends, from whom we thought it meet to hide our love till time had made them for us. But it chances the stealth of our most mutual entertainment with character too gross is writ on Juliet.
With child, perhaps?
Unhappily, even so. And the new deputy now for the Duke, whether it be the fault and glimpse of newness, or whether that the body public be a horse whereon the governor doth ride, who newly in the seat, that it may know he can command, let it straight feel the spur. Whether the tyranny be in his place, or in his eminence that fills it up, I stagger in. But this new governor awakes me all the enrolled penalties which have, like unscoured armour, hung by the wall so long that 19 zodiacs have gone round and none of them been worn. And for a name now puts the drowsy and neglected act freshly on me. 'Tis surely for a name.
I warrant it is. And thy head stands so tickle on thy shoulders that a milkmaid, if she be in love, may sigh it off. Send after the Duke. Appeal to him.
I have done so, but he's not to be found. I prithee, Lucio, do me this kind service. This day my sister should the cloister enter, and there receive her approbation. acquaint her with the danger of my state. Implore her in my voice that she make friends to the strict deputy. Bid herself assay him. I have great hope in that. For in her youth there is a prone and speechless dialect such as move men. Besides, she hath prosperous art when she will play with reason and discourse, and well as she can persuade.
I pray she may, as well for the encouragement of the like, which else would stand under grievous imposition, as for the enjoying of thy life, who I would be sorry should be thus foolishly lost at a game of tic-tac. I'll to her.
I thank you, good friend Lucio.
Within 2 hours.
Come, officer, away.
Huh?
Have you nuns no farther privileges? Are not these large enough? Yes, truly. I speak not as desiring more, but rather wishing a more strict restraint upon the sisterhood, the votaries of St. Clair.
Oh, feasty in this place.
Who's that which calls? 'Tis a man's voice. Gentle Isabella, turn you the key and know his business of him. You may, I may not. You are yet unsworn. When you have vowed, you must not speak with men but in the presence of the prioress. Then, when you speak, you must not show your face. Or, if you show your face, you must not speak. I pray you, answer him. And prosperity. Who is that calls?
Hail, virgin, if you be, as those cheap roses proclaim you are no less. Can you so stead me as bring me to the sight of Isabella, a novice of this place, and the fair sister to her unhappy brother Claudio?
Why her unhappy brother? Let me ask, for the rather I now must make you know I am that Isabella and his sister.
Gentle and fair, your brother kindly greets you. Not to be weary with you. He's in prison.
Woe me! For what?
For that which, if myself might be his judge, he should receive his punishment in thanks. He hath got his friend with child.
Sir, make me not your story.
It is true, I would not, though 'tis my familiar sin with maids to seem the lapwing and to jest, tongue far from heart, play with all virgins so. I hold you as a thing enskied and sainted by your announcement, an immortal spirit, and to be talked with in sincerity, as with a saint.
You do blaspheme the good in mocking me.
Do not believe it. Fewness and truth, 'tis thus. Your brother and his lover have embraced, As those that feed grow full, as blossoming time that from the seedness the bare fallow brings to teeming foison, even so her plenteous womb expresseth his full tilth and husbandry.
Someone with child by him? My cousin Juliet?
Oh, is she your cousin?
Adoptedly. Our schoolmates changed their name by vein, though at defection.
She it is.
Oh, let him marry her!
This is the point. The Duke is very strangely gone from hence. Upon his place, and with full line of his authority, governs Lord Angelo, a man whose blood is very snow broth, one who never feels the wanton stings and motions of the sense, but doth rebate and blunt his natural edge with profits of the mind, and study and fast. He, to give fear to use and liberty, which have for long run by the hideous law as mice by lions, hath picked out an act, under whose heavy sense your brother's life falls into forfeit. He arrests him on it, and follows close the rigour of the statute to make him an example. All hope is gone, unless you have the grace by your fair prayer to soften Angelo. And that's my pith of business twixt you and your poor brother.
Doth he so seek his life?
Has censured him already, and as I hear, the provost hath a warrant for his execution.
Alas, what poor ability is in me to do him good?
Assay the power you have.
My power? Alas, I doubt.
Our doubts are traitors that make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. Go to Lord Angelo. Let him learn to know, when maidens sue, men give like gods, but when they weep and kneel, all their petitions are as freely theirs as they themselves would owe them.
I'll see what I can do.
But speedily.
I will about it straight. No longer staying, but to give the mother notice of my affair. I humbly thank you. Commend me to my brother. Soon at night I'll send him certain word of my success.
I take my leave of you.
Good sir. Adieu.